Jacob here from Dangerville. We got more news on the cast for the sequel to Godzilla x Kong, and this time we get a bit more of the story to go along with this new character. There's 2 new Godzilla comics in the works, and we have some hopeful news coming in about the next MonsterVerse movie. It's gonna be a good time getting excited for the MonsterVerse again, so let's get right to it. So right after Alistair reported on a new cast member for the upcoming Godzilla x Kong movie, another announcement followed. Another brand new character to the series, which continues to support that this movie will have several new human characters that will be joining Kong and Godzilla against another world-ending threat. This character is said by sources to be the boss of Caitlin Dever's character, the new lead of the upcoming movie, and can you guess where they both work? Monarch. So we don't have either of the characters' names still, but this bit of information, if true, tells us a good bit about what we can expect from them and from the movie altogether. And actor Delroy Lindo will play this role. Now, I'm not super familiar with his work. His face is recognizable from a lot of old school movies, but from what I looked up, I think he can nail the role of a Monarch boss. We are no strangers as viewers to Monarch being at the heart of the MonsterVerse films, but lately, they have seemed like more of afterthoughts and just something that's happening in the background while we followed Gia, Eileen, and Kong. And with a younger character, working for a high-level boss at Monarch thrown into this storytelling dynamic, we could see a movie that feels more like Godzilla 2014, Kong Skull Island, and maybe even a little of Monarch Legacy of Monsters, you know, the Apple show. Which, if this is all handled appropriately, could lead to a solid film that blends the best aspects from the MonsterVerse into one super movie. But hey, I've always been a MonsterVerse dreamer. And with the next reported blast of news on GXK2, is that what we're gonna call it for now? We might get even more of an idea where the MonsterVerse is headed next. Before that though, I know, sorry for the tease, 2 new Godzilla stories have been announced. In comic form, of course. Godzilla, Here There Be Aliens, which looks like an homage to the classic alien stories from the old days, something we definitely appreciate. And a new Godzilla universe with 2 new stories, at least right now, Starship Godzilla and Godzilla Escape the Dead Zone. Both of these look super fun, and I love that we are getting a green Zilla back. Not since my man Zilla Jr. have we got an atomically green Godzilla, and comic or not, I love to see it. Give this video a like if you want Godzilla with green atomic energy, by the way. Right now, let's get back to the MonsterVerse. So take all of this with a massive grain of salt, since as of right now, it's only reported from one source. But everyone is sharing it around right now, so we had to bring it up. And if it's true, it could be leading to something I'm really excited for. We knew the new movie was going to start filming this year, and it's now reported that the next MonsterVerse movie will start filming this July. And will be shot once again in Queensland, Australia, but also in another new location. We're going back to the States this time around. Apparently, locations in Utah will be used to shoot parts of Godzilla and Kong's next rampage. At first, you might be like, what the heck does Utah have other than the big raptors? And I'll tell you what, some of the most unique and beautiful natural environments in all of North America. Some of the most famous of America's national parks reside in Utah, and all of these locations have environments that would fit right into a movie about monsters and strange new worlds. These semi-desert environments not only match the locations shot in Queensland that have been used to create the Hollow Earth so far, they also could bring new sites that are out of this world that aren't needed to be made inside of a computer. If you watched a lot of my videos, you'd know I'm a huge advocate for on-location shoots and films, and if this report is accurate, I would have a hard time finding another reason for why they would choose Utah. I mean, this just seems like a no-brainer to me. So right now, I'm leaning towards Utah being another area to create places for the Hollow Earth. But if not this route, they could go the direction of using a brother and sister from a small town, since we know that's what the 2 main characters are now, who've been caught up with Monarch, the Titans, and the big outside world, which can be kinda scary sometimes. Or they could go in a more traditional direction and create a random Monarch base out in the middle of nowhere where we see Utah for 2 seconds and then nothing but the inside of a base and more dark rooms, but I think we've gotten enough of that. And just remember everyone, this report is still something that can't fully be called legit just yet, although when the Kaiju news posters start sharing it around, it's usually spot on. Shout out to KDM and Kaiju News Outlet, by the way, for sharing this news first. They're always like my go-tos. And that's it for now. Another MonsterVerse update in the books. Tell me what you think about the new character, comics, and potential filming locations in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.